Dakota Gettler from Fort Scott, Kansas. I'm an outside linebacker and a junior.
Cool. So now you've had a day to absorb this. Selection show was yesterday. You know you're playing Marian. Like, what are your thoughts right now?
It's crazy. You know, we kind of got on a roll there at the end, and you know, it's kind of been like we've been in the playoffs. You know, we've taken every week since our loss against McPherson as a playoff game, and just we knew that we had to win every single week to make the playoffs now. And now that we're in the real playoffs, you know, it's an excitement. Everybody's real pumped up about it and ready to go.
Well, you know you're playing Marian, so you've only had a day, so you haven't looked at a lot of film yet. But what do you know about them, and what are your thoughts on them?
Very good passing offense. I think they've already had somewhere over 3,000 yards of passing, total passing this year. So I mean, we're gonna have to step it up, play like we did this week. Hopefully, get a lot of interceptions. They've got a lot of size. Got some tall guys, not necessarily as fast, but just tall guys.
You guys did a lot of work, and you got a home game. You got what you wanted. So obviously, the home field advantage is important. If you got a message to say to fans, what would you say?
Well, those guys are going to be traveling from Indianapolis. Not going to have a lot of fans. So the more fans that we have there, the better we're going to play. You know, the more support we have. It makes everybody happier, that's for sure.
Well, you know, we prepared all year, you know, from the beginning of the year with all our goals was to be able to get to ourselves to this position. We had one little hiccup against McPherson, and basically it was a playoff each and every week to get us to where we are right now. And I think our guys did a great job of battling all year. I also just think it shows testament to where this program has developed to, and the fact that we have a strong background with our players in their mindset of being able to propel themselves in order to win certain games. I mean, we played some tough competition, some very highly ranked teams. We playing friends at the end of the year who for 3 years, you know, straight, up about a couple of years ago was conference champions. It wasn't an easy task, and we were able to come out on top.
Absolutely. So you've drawn Marian, so you've only had a day to look at film so far, but what are your thoughts on them and how you match up?
They remind us a lot of ourselves. You know, they're physical. You know, on their defensive line, they're very pass orientated. Within their schemes, they like to spread the ball out a little bit. They do a little bit of the wildcat offense with a receiver that comes in or plays quarterback, and they do a lot of things off of it. They're very multiple, and they have a very good thought out, I think, passing game. Defensively, they make sure that they're all in the right places, and they do a good job of covering, and they also have played some very good competition. So it's a good matchup, I think, for both teams, and when you get to this point, you know, you're playing one of the 16 best teams in the nation.
Your senior class is the winningest senior class of all time at Ottawa so far. So what does this mean for them? And for you to watch your senior class get this far for another year in a row.
Well, I think it goes back to when they were freshmen. I think they learned a lot from that season. You know, we started off really good and didn't end up so well. You know, lost some games at the end that we probably could have won and had a better record. And then they've been this class then for the last now 3 years, that each and every last part of the season, or last game, and better yet, is they've been playing for playoffs. 3 years ago we missed it. Last year we got it. This year we were playing for playoffs again and for a home field game, and we got it. So they've learned how to come back from from losses. They've learned how to persevere through adversity. And they've made us a very good, strong program.
Well, you alluded to it. You got what you wanted. You got a home game. They're coming from Indianapolis. They're coming down here. So if you got a message to the fans or everyone around Ottawa, what do you want to say?
Well, I'll say to the fans and of our football team and all you brave people out there in Brave Nation, get out here and watch this game. It's going to be on the internet, but we'd rather have you here in person. Come out, watch a great football team, or actually two very good football teams get after it, and then we'll support your Braves, because I think that we have a good football team that does a really great job of putting a very nice product on the football field, and you'll be very proud to support us.